What is up, my creakers and leakers? It's your boy, D of Deshaun, back with another video, but this video will be kinda different. Like a GTA side quest, we'll be taking a look at the strangers and freaks of the internet. And today, on the first side quest of strangers and freaks, we are looking at Gorlock, the Destroyer. Yeah, I did not give Gorlock that name. I don't know how the Whatever podcast does it, but they just find... I don't know how they find these people. Like, what crevices of Instagram or fucking TikTok are you crawling down to find these monsters from the abyss? No, I don't like to bully people. And I think Gorlock gets bullied enough on a day-to-day basis. But I know you guys like to laugh, and you know I like to say a lot of out-of-pocket things. So, you know what? I'll just throw in a joke or two. Why does this motherfucker look like Kingpin from Spider-Man? The fucking Meat King from Hitman contracts. Has anyone played Hitman? If you ever played the old Hitman games, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know that hippo nigga from Punch-Out? Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's all get the laughs out of our system. Because, you know, I understand. It's funny. But let's try to remember that this is a human being. Okay, look, when I say that, it sounds very fucked up, but no, I'm serious. Okay, while remembering that she is a human being, let's dive right into this podcast. And please, respect her pronouns.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Kiko. I'm 23. I go to UCSB, and I also bartend.
If I'm gonna look like an asshole for laughing, then so are you.
I'm Allie, better known for Al Weezy. I'm 23 years old from Arizona, and I'm your certified bad bitch.
Certified. This is fucking terrible. Now, I want you guys to know that this is a woman, well, a male that was trans, who is now a woman. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with that, but I do feel like all this bullying is coming because of this statement right here. It seems as if Gorlock isn't a humble human being. There's confidence, and then there's artificial confidence in which you're just lying to yourself. And when you try to portray the act of having confidence this poorly, you can expect that shit to fucking backfire. This might be too real for some people, but nobody likes ugly people. I personally don't even think I'm the best looking guy myself. So obviously, that's why I like to be humble. I don't like to gas myself up too hard, but I will, if I have confidence in myself, I'll keep that shit to myself so I don't sound like an asshole. But when you're ugly as fuck, and people know you're ugly as fuck, and you know you're ugly as fuck, and you carry yourself like this, you come across like an asshole, and it's so obvious. People are gonna just beat you to the ground mercilessly, and it's really sad. It's kind of like, dude, I don't like to make fun of people. You know, I still respect the fact that Gorlock is a human being that also has feelings too, but I do find this as an interesting case study. Because it's kind of like, where do we draw the line when it comes to letting people get away with certain things, such as what most of us agree upon socially? For example, typically girls would be quote-unquote nice to maybe ugly girls, or maybe people in general would be lenient and be nice to obviously stupid people, ugly people. But to generalize this more, I guess you could say they pander to delusional people who are delusional. People pander to Karens. People will tell someone that's an immature child that they're an adult and they can act like an adult. People will tell ugly people that they're beautiful. People will tell smelly people that they don't stink. People will tell fat people they're not fat. And with this, it's interesting to see just where people will draw the line. At what point do we stop shielding others from reality?
The certified baddie.
Talking to the mic.
Yeah, talking to the mic, just so they can hear you.
Say your occupation one more time for us.
Just so they can.
My occupation is a certified bad bitch.
What was your age? What was your age again?
Very much baddie vibes. I'm 23 years old.
Okay, and Kiko 23, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Baddie vibes.
And certified bad bitch or boss?
Very much baddie vibes.
Baddie-
like
what?
full-time baddie. No breaks.
What?
It's
So
very much full-time.
what does that mean? Can you explain that?
Oh my god, this is so embarrassing to actually watch because these guys in this podcast genuinely want to know what her occupation is. And then she answers with that. Honestly, when you put the shoe on the other foot, if a normal girl would have responded like that, they probably would have got laughed at and bullied too. Hey, what do you do for a living? Girl answers,
I'm a certified.
so I don't really think it's fair for some people to be like,
Oh, they're only bullying Gorlock because she the fat shaming, but she trans and like trans.
honestly, that's a lot of horse shit. Because Gorlock tried to show out, and sometimes when you show out, you get embarrassed. If I'm out playing a sport and I try to showboat, I get embarrassed. Because if you miss, you miss. And this is one of those situations, regardless of any of the circumstances, this miss was gonna get you laughed at. It's just that with Gorlock, it's easier. And there's absolutely no defense for Gorlock either. That's exactly why the girls that would naturally be supporting her are also laughing at her. Because this is what happens when you don't act humble. This is a key example of not being able to read the room and not understanding social cues. You think Gorlock would have been smart enough to realize, hey, these people are actually fucking laughing at me. Maybe I should stop running my mouth. Ooh, yes, nigga, I'm a ghost now. No cap though, these guys on this podcast, they're pretty entertaining to watch. But they're mainly entertaining because they're not afraid to be assholes. It comes across as genuine and real, so they're kind of like likable assholes. While she's sitting there just talking, rambling about being a bad bitch, dude is just laughing at her. And I'm just like, damn, he did not fucking care. And to be honest, I kind of feel like that's what makes this podcast a lot more refreshing. Because it's this unfiltered realism that reminds me of the way shit used to be. Like nowadays, everybody's got this menace in them. I'm not gonna lie. And it's so obvious. And by the day, because everyone keeps suppressing it, it just gets worse and worse and worse. People are tired of always holding back, man. So if you want my opinion, just be real and do you. Because if you're not real, you're just gonna end up living in la la land and nobody is gonna take you seriously. That's really sad too, because I feel like that's the norm for Gorlock. Nobody taking you seriously. You can make these changes with your body and make confident claims, but people just laugh at you.
It's just a lifestyle. Like if you get it, you get it. The rules are there. I mean, I feel like every woman can be a certified baddie. It's just the mindset, and it's a full-time job.
But if there was a dictionary and you were hired by Webster's to define certified bad bitch, is that what it is?
Yes.
What would be the dictionary definition of a certified bad bitch?
I would have to say, if just like toning it down completely, just a woman who's confident in herself, does whatever she wants for herself, nobody else, just women, whatever, men, whatever, anybody can be a certified bad bitch. I think it's just the level of confidence and it's the mindset for sure.
Is that the occupation you list on your taxes?
Oh, for sure.
Is that the occupation you list on your taxes? Bro, this guy is just OD. It's crazy because she's so dead ass, but everybody's just playing her. And this is exactly what I'm talking about because people will sniff out that false energy, that fake confidence, and it's easy pickings. If Gorlock would have just carried himself in a different way, the jokes probably would have never started and none of this would have escalated. What's dangerous about these guys on the Whatever podcast is the fact that they're actually smart as hell. Notice how the host was trying to pry her, like, what's your definition of a bad bitch? And is basically making Gorlock look stupid because they're claiming to be something and they're not even sure what they're actually claiming to be. He was asking for specifics on what she would describe or define a bad bitch as, and Gorlock had to boil it down to the simplest form. To not look stupid.
Okay.
I want to add on to that, like something you say that comes with age. Like as I'm getting older, because I'm still 23, I feel like I'm about to turn 24. But I feel like in the last year or so, like my style is like ever so changing when it comes to confidence. Mainly because like compared to when I was like 21 or 22.
Chase, why are you laughing? Chase, why are you laughing?
Did you read the
Nothing.
Sorry, he's laughing.
Please continue.
He's
Please
laughing at the
continue.
chat. Fucking Chase.
21, 22.
Please continue.
Yeah.
How dare you, Chase?
Please continue, as you were saying.
Cool. No, just like basically saying that like compared to when I was younger, like let's say I'm wearing like a little black slip dress and like a little wedge to the club with a YSL bag, that would make me feel pretty. But like as I'm getting older, it's like almost like when I cover up, it's like you feel more beautiful. But I guess that's something that comes with age, and like I feel like a lot of younger girls.
Yeah, like in high school, you're just gonna want to wear what every other girl wears, like a crop top and like some booty shorts or whatever.
Yeah. Can I
But-
specifically ask this to you? We totally don't have to speak about it if you're uncomfortable, but what age did you start?
And this is exactly why I say these guys aren't stupid. That Chase guy was definitely laughing at Gorlock. They might have said it was the chat, but let's be honest, this dude has been cracking jokes the entire time Gorlock has been talking. And then he proceeded to laugh as Gorlock was talking about how she felt more beautiful with having more clothes on. That man was dying. See, what they did there, they capped. They capped so fucking hard. They used the super chat as a way to take the heat off of what he was actually laughing at, which was Gorlock, so they don't look like bad guys in the long run. He's laughing about how she said she felt more beautiful with more clothes on, dude. It's right there. This dude is fucking horrible. Like, how, if the fact that he's laughing at that doesn't, how does that not spell it out for people? Like, people are actually believing that the super chat was the reason. He said the girl, the light-skinned looking girl on the very far right was basically looked like Diddy Kong. It was a very shit joke because she doesn't even look like Diddy Kong. But hey, go figure. I could be wrong, but that doesn't change the fact that this dude was still joking her and laughing at her even a second time even. But these guys definitely aren't dumb. And while on the topic of girls, I'm not gonna lie. Those two girls on the other side of God dang, bro, I'm not gonna lie. If you guys are right about one thing, I definitely have a weakness for snow bunnies, bro. Please don't call Dr. Umar.
Some of our black men are so weak. Some of our black men are so pathetic. The coon chip is vibrating at an all-time high.
Dr. Umar, I failed you. But he's not lying. That vibration is high. Can you blame me?
Can I be honest? I have always known. Like, I never knew the word for it. If I'm being honest, like growing up, I didn't know what trans was. I didn't know it was a thing. So like anything that grasped onto femininity, that was me. Like anything, I put a towel over my head, that was my hair. Like
I'm not gonna lie, that's some fucking Bobby Hill shit. That boy ain't right. Like, that is actually some King of the Hill shit right there. Putting a towel on your fucking...
Literally, my mom and my parents, like when they would have their night outings that our babysitters would come over, I'd steal my mom's heels. Like, femininity for me is something that's always been 100% natural and not forced. So I think it was like 14, 15 was when I discovered what trans was. And I was like, oh my god, like wait, I'm not a drag queen, because at first I thought I was a drag queen because I didn't know what trans was. I didn't know that there was a name for it. I just knew that I was more than that.
What a drag. Somebody tell me what that's from right now. If you don't know what that's from, I'm actually gonna be surprised. Not disappointed, but surprised. If you could tell me what I just referenced, I will love you forever. But yes, Gorlock is dropping their backstory. What do you want me to say about that, huh? You think I'm just an endless supply of witty fucking jokes? Well, the joke's on you, bub, because I don't have any more.
Ask everyone to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10. So let's do that.
10.
I'm gonna fucking shoot myself.
Kikyo, so okay, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
10.
A fat fucking 10.
A fat fucking 10?
That nigga evil. He's evil. Like, mercy. Please have mercy. You already know it's down bad, but you guys just keep going. Like, bro, she's fat. You didn't have to ask.
Kikyo, so okay, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
Wait, am I the only one who thinks it's cool that her name's Kikyo? No one? Okay, fuck y'all. Do you know why I think that name's cool? No? Okay. Okay, so The ratings continue, and I'm not about to sit here and go through every single rating that they do, but this part is actually in line with the video, or at least what I'm trying to say in this video.
But no, yeah, I would say, okay, like, physically, I would say like more like a 6, but no, you don't agree, Kiko? What am I on a 10?
No, I'm not gonna say that. I just think it's terrible to say that about yourself. I would never want to date a man who calls
just because
on a platform
realistic
and calls
appraisal.
himself
Yeah, it's
What
just
humility.
What does your boyfriend
But I'm
rate
not
himself?
finished.
What is your
I don't know.
boyfriend-
He'd probably rate himself a 10, and I know he's a 10. He's fine.
Can you
as fuck.
text him? Text him and then.
This is a perfect example of what I like to call toxic positivity. You're so positive, your whole entire life is a lie. You ignore any other emotions you might feel or have, and everything you live is just a fucking illusion. You're delusional. It's like you're living in the game We Happy Fucking Few. And that's actually a major issue with today's society. People are so weak, rather than wanting to get up and do shit and better themselves, they'll sit here and be like, I'm perfect, I'm a 10 out of 10, I don't have to work on myself. The fact that this girl is sitting here saying that it's terrible for a guy to give himself a 6 as a rating because he was trying to be realistic in grading himself and where he is in life currently to where he wants to be. This dude has a standard. Now, when you walk around and act like you're a 10 out of 10, you typically have no standard because you're already like, oh, I'm way above that standard, I'm fucking perfect. And this is the type of shit that makes Karens. This makes fucking bots. And this is what a majority of SJWs are like. They think they're perfect. They be dyeing their hair. They think they're so smart and they think nobody can tell them shit. When at the end of the day, this is all copium. And I feel like Gorlock is a perfect example of how bad these illusions can be for people. Like, it's good to be positive, it's good to dream, because the dream can keep you on track on where you want to be. But if you think you're already there and you're not actually there, that positivity has no purpose because you're now aimlessly walking around. God gave us all these emotions and you choose to only live your life with one. That sounds completely insane. And this is exactly why the world is the way it is. Rather than trying to get better, learn, or get stronger, we try and make the world conform to what we want it to do. We want shit to be easier for ourselves. Let me not say we, but these weak-minded individuals that I'm referring to. If you can't be real and if you cannot keep shit real, who will ever take you seriously? Who will ever be real with you? Just because somebody tells you the truth or tries to criticize you, that doesn't make them a bully. And honestly, at this point, I just hope there's some way to show these kinds of people that the world isn't black and white. They think they're the white and they think everything else that's against them is the black. You'd be surprised just how many people live their lives with this fucking tunnel vision. But with all that being said, please let me know what you guys think about this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if you think there's a way to fix these kinds of people. People who live in illusions. People who live in La La Land. How do you think we can help them? Because honestly, I don't like seeing Gorlock get bullied. It's really fucking sad. And Gorlock just has to take that shit. Everybody points and laughs, but Gorlock's probably not laughing. How do we get people to stop laughing at Gorlock? But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.